We have some exciting news over in the Hewitt household. We are building a house and we're really excited about it. And we've also had a little bit of trepidation about it as well. So my plan is to do a series of videos to talk to you about our entire process, from contracting, design center to building, and also interest rates, because that's a huge factor in purchasing a house right now. So if you're interested in new construction and interested in building and would want to know my personal experience, then this is the series of videos for you. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I am your go-to DFW Realtor with Brico Realty Services. On my channel, I talk to you about all the things real estate. I've also been going around to other cities here in the Metroplex to show you what you get for your money. But this summer, it is so hot, like over 100 degrees every single day. So I'm not doing any outdoor videos right now. Those will resume again in the fall when the weather has calmed down a little bit. I've actually did a video about what to do in this hot weather, so definitely check that out. But let's talk about our personal building and design experience. So I think right now I'm not gonna tell you the builder that we're building with. Right now, things have been great. We really have no complaints with them, knock on wood. But if things change or shift and we're not super thrilled with them, I don't know if I want our builder's name out there. If it's something that personally you would like to reach out to me for and find out who the builder is, having that experience of your own with them, then please let me know. My contact info is down below. And I'll also say that I wish that my husband would be right here and sharing the experience with you as well, but he does not like being on camera. Not at all. So it's just going to be me. But let me tell you how this whole process started, because it wasn't something that we had on our radar at all. We actually had some past clients refer some clients to us. They are moving from California here to Texas, and they're interested in a lot of different areas, a lot of different options, maybe a new construction home, things like that. So this client that I had previously helped purchase a house, we had seen a home from this builder. And when his friend said that they wanted to move here, he came to me and said, what was the name of that builder? Because I really think they would like this style of a house. So I went back and researched it and I was like, oh yes, it's that builder. I've been to that model home before. I had talked with that sales representative there, gotten a lot of information. So I reached out to them, gave them this info, and they said, yeah, we're really interested in checking this out when we come into town to look at areas, look at homes, look at builders, things like that. So one day, my husband happened to have a half day off of work. So we just said, well, why don't we just drive down there and check out the builder, get some information about current communities they were selling in and future communities they were selling in. And just so we can go back to our clients and give them this info. Well, wouldn't you know, that was just the kiss of death, wasn't it? Because after we did that, we started thinking about this for us. What would that look like for us? And we knew that there was a neighborhood that we drive by, not every day, but we would drive by this area a lot. And we loved that neighborhood, loved it. It's homes that are, 2,500 to 3,500 square feet. All of the homes are sitting on an acre or more of land. And a lot of the homes have a shop or a pool or, things like that. But we really like this area because it's a little far out from the city and you can see the stars at night. So we knew that this builder was actually going to be building the next phase in this same neighborhood along with another builder. So when we're at this model home and we're talking to this sales agent, the sales agents, we've talked to all of them there in the last couple of months. They're so knowledgeable about the product. They're so knowledgeable about the communities that they're building in. So we really got a ton of information and we really felt like we had a lot of it in order to walk away and be really close to making a decision of should we make this move and make this purchase. And we fell in love with the model home. We fell in love with the amount of customizations that you can do with this builder. There are a lot of builders that just, they put the homes up as quickly as they can, and you don't get to do a lot of structural modifications with them. And that means moving walls, eliminating walls, raising the ceiling, adding a pocket door. A lot of those things are structural, and a lot of builders don't do them. But this builder that we have found, they do a lot more customizations up front in their home. They price it out for you. You decide if you like the price or not, and if you want to do it, and then you agree to it or not. After learning more about the builder and currently how they were building in this market, because previously I had met with them, it was before the pandemic for sure. And building supplies and materials weren't on such back orders and delays and things like that. So after we met with them, we drove by the neighborhood to look at some of the lots that were still available, got our wheels turning. The sales rep that we would be working with is not the one that we spoke with at the model home that day. She was out with other clients. So we touched base with her just to ask a lot of questions. We wanted to know definitely which lots were still available. And we wanted to know, there's a huge pasture behind some of the lots. And so we wanted to know what was coming, what was planning to be there. And they're actually going to be building in that next phase. We looked at the flood maps to see if any of these homes, any of these lots were in a flood zone, and some of them were. So we of course went with a lot that was not in a flood zone because we didn't want to have to carry that extra flood insurance. Then we ran the numbers. We wanted to see approximately what we could sell our home for, even though we knew that we would be selling 6 months, 8 months, from now. But we did the best that we could with that. We also looked at what interest rates were projected to be at. And so we just counted at the highest, which, they are even higher than what we thought they would be, but that'll be towards the end of this video. So then we just decided to go for it and build a house from scratch. So we went under contract, and before we went under contract with the builder, there was a lot of things that we had to decide before we signed the contract. And one of them was the floor plan that we wanted to build, the elevation that we wanted to have, because the builder will not put the same two elevations next to each other. And a lot of times builders won't put the same floor plans next to each other. Now, this builder again is a little bit more custom. So they will put the same floor plans next door to each other, but they have to be two different elevations, even if it is the same floor plan. Now, we didn't have to worry about what was happening across the street from us because the two lots directly across the street from us are the other builder. So that wasn't even an issue with us. Before we went under contract, we actually went through any structural changes that we wanted to do with the house. So we went to them with a list of, these are potentially some things that we would want to do. And this builder, which I love, is that they vault their living room ceilings. They can vault their entryway. They can vault the patio. They can extend, well, a lot of builders can extend the patio, but you can extend the patio and vault it, add a fireplace on the patio. There's a lot of structural things that they do, again, that other builders don't necessarily do. So we got a lot of that priced out. And then there's a lot of it that we did not choose because it was already going to be too much. Now, the tough part is when you're buying a dirt build is that you're paying for things up front. These structural decisions cannot be changed after you contract on them. So you're making these changes and paying for them, but you don't know what you want to upgrade down the line when you get to the inside, the interior design selections, and also what you want to do at your pre-construction meeting and your home pro meeting. But all of those things will be for other videos. It's really tough to decide on something because we just don't know what we want to do when we do the exterior design selections and interior design selections. So it just got to be already a little bit stressful. But some of the things that we decided on, like 100% we knew we are going to vault the living room ceiling. That is happening. We also had to decide how much further we wanted to extend our patio because we knew that we wanted to. We have a pretty decent sized patio right now and it's covered and we love it. And so we wanted to do that in the new house, but it was going to cost a lot of money to have the patio in the new house that we have right now. So we extended it a little bit, but not as much as we have right now. So yeah, give and take. Some of the other things that we decided to do structurally with the house is we added a closet into the game room just for a little extra storage. We increased the length of one of the garage bays so that my husband's truck can fit into it. I think that was probably it, but all of those things we are 100% committed to. We cannot change that, and we knew that going into signing the contract. So after we figured all of this out, signed the contract, we had to put down a deposit, like a little bit of earnest money essentially for the lot. So we went ahead and did that. And then at that point, there was a little bit of a waiting game because the city hadn't signed off on everything that the builder and the developer were in discussions with the city. So that didn't get done for actually quite a little bit. We signed our contract at the end of January of 2022. Forget when they broke ground on other homes in the neighborhood because other people contracted before we did. So those homes are certainly further along than ours are. But I would probably say May is when they probably broke ground in that neighborhood. And then if my husband were here, he would probably correct me on that. For the sake of time, I don't want this video to be long. So we're gonna stop that right here. And then in the next video, I'm gonna talk to you about our exterior, interior, home pro, and pre-construction meetings. So if you're interested in the dirt build new construction home process, then definitely stick along with this series so I can give you a lot more information and a lot more insight. All right, so until next week.